Nevi is the best DPS in the game. Like, I love Arlecchino, man, but she doesn't have what Nevi has. Nevi, he has it. He is the guy. So, yeah, he is the best DPS by far in the game. I'll go over all my builds at the end of the video. This is gonna be a massacre. So I don't like buffing the character, so we're just going to go defense minus 15%, attack plus 40%. This is the best way to not buff Nevi, right? So yeah, this is going to be, I mean, it will be very hard for us to do. I'm going to be honest. Also, Shilonen should have been the second character I used here. This was a bad idea to use Kazuha there. All right, now, we got this. Now, Shilonen, being the second character, would have also helped us gain fanfare a lot faster because, that would have really been beneficial to use. His burst is really strong. Every single aspect about this character is just, oh yeah, that's really strong. Like, every single aspect, man. And I mean, you can see it clear and cut just with his damage. Oh, come on, really? That's like, we were, all right, 40 seconds. Not that great, but I mean, a lot of people think that the fastest DPS is the best, and a lot of the times that is a true statement. However, I would argue that a lot of the times it also is true that a character who does worse, but way more consistent, like Nevi, can be better. So yeah, let's go ahead. Now we're gonna get into the real stuff. We're all below 50% HP. It's gonna be crazy. Once again, I'm going for the attack buff here. All right, let's go. Now, we haven't seen the issue with Nevi and his staggering, which is an issue with me. And not having a shielder and having Nevi, just with his weapon can definitely be an issue. 80,000. Yeah, you just saw me get staggered there. 164,000 off of his burst. Yeah, that's a big reason why he's still that good, man. The dude. All right, we're just going to do this. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. 70,000 still. This is with his weapon, but I mean, guys, like we cleared that. No, 38 seconds, huh? 38 seconds. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I have a good feeling that Nevi here is gonna, I mean, we could pick that. That wouldn't be bad, but at the same time, let's go ahead and let's pick Elemental Mastery. We should be fine. Kazuha is gonna get a buff out of that, though. It kind of sucks, kind of doesn't. It's weird. Let's go ahead. Let's just grab this stuff. I don't think that we're going to be swirling Hydro, but whatever. We're going to be vaping. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's going to be a thing on this chamber, huh? We're going to be vaping. Yeah, he's going to do like 2. Oh, no, never mind. He didn't vape. Well, or he didn't crit. He vaped. He vaped. But it was 80,000 because he didn't crit. I kind of want to show that. I really want to show Kazuha when he vapes on that and does, or not Kazuha. Man, bro, I'm all over the place today. But I really want to show when he vapes and hits that because it is insane. But yeah, basically 40-minute clear times every single time. Let's retry just so we can see when he vapes on that. Plus the C2 Kazuha. Yeah, I'll go over all of my builds in a minute. We're going to pick for the EM, sure, just because we want screenshot right now. Let's go ahead. Let's grab this. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. All right. Decrease the res. All right. Nevi. And boom. 260,000 from his burst. And then 150,000 on those vape charge attacks. Which, I mean, yeah, he's getting buffed by the 80 Elemental Mastery we picked. Also the C2 Kazuha, right? But for the most part, C2 Kazuha has barely made a dent into what we're doing here. And then, C2 Shilonen, that's one thing. So yeah, that's basically Nevi on a team that would be severely helped out by his C1 rather than his weapon. This is why I encourage everyone to summon for his C1 over his weapon, because his best team wants his C1 over his weapon, especially if you're looking at, like R5 Battle Pass versus, his signature weapon. It is going to be better to get this C1 for, one, the interruption resistance, which this team does not have. Even a C1 Shilonen does not give this guy enough interruption resistance to go against the, elemental beasts, I think is what they're called. The guys at the beginning there that we just saw. Yeah, basically C1 Shilonen plus Nevi doesn't actually give you anything. It can help you take some hits, but not good enough to where he is invulnerable to being staggered. And then also the damage bonus from the C1 here would have been insane. I've had so many people tell me with their Nevis, they've hit over 100k charge attacks every single hit. Let's go ahead. I'm going to switch over and we're going to go to the Capybara fight just so we can, show off this team a little bit more. There is merit to using only Kazuha's E-skill here just because it doesn't really provide anything with his Q. And then, yeah, 85,000, 87,000. These are the kind of numbers we weren't really seeing in there. I don't know why. I would have to imagine it's just because, I mean, the guy's level 103. This guy has the same resistances and stuff. I don't know why on average we were seeing 70,000, but I mean, that's what we saw on Abyss. I can't really deny. But yeah, my build is entirely, 50%, 314, 110 energy recharge, 56 elemental mastery, small little bit of elemental mastery. Then you have the tome, which is his signature weapon, which I don't recommend people summon for. Get his C1 over it. It's just, one, the other weapon is also bad too. All right, guys, let's be real. If you look at that and you look at Vortex Vanquisher and you're like, kind of want to summon on that, you're a little bit dumb, but we accept you here. I mean, I don't really need to show the individual artifacts. I mean, I can just, just click through all that. Yep, there you go. C0, although I wish it was C1. And then, yeah, 10, 8, 10. I mean, his burst does hit very hard. I'm going to be honest. His burst constantly is hitting, like 200,000 sometimes, I think. And that's without vaping, right? On this team, it can do that. We do have C1 Fiorina, C2 Shilonen, C2 R1 Shilonen. Fiorina's running Favonius. And then Kazuha's on Moonlight, along with just these two, the constellations. This really only played into giving him 8% damage bonus, which if you know anything about this team, 8% damage bonus really is not making a dent, because you got Fiorina giving 100% at this point. You got Shilonen giving an extra 40%. Kazuha's giving his own, 40%. Then you have his Goblet, because I'm pretty sure I'm running in a Hydro damage Goblet, I think. And before people start going off about how, oh, if you run a, HP circlet, it's better. No, not for my Nevi. I'm going to be honest. It's not. I've tested it. What happens is when I use an HP circlet, I hit 13,000 damage less on my crit hits and 3,000 damage more on my non-crit hits. And he's not critting a lot. I think that's correct. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, oh no, I'm running an HP Goblet. So yeah, he is running an HP Goblet. So he is running double HP. I always get confused because I think it's Fiorina that's on a Hydro damage. Nope, she's on HP. I don't, maybe even Hydro damage bonus is better for her. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I haven't looked into Fiorina. My Fiorina build is thrown together and also not thrown together at the same time. It's more, it looks thrown together because it was actually awful to get this character built. Judging by how I have a top 1% Risley and a top 4% Nevi, the fact that my Fiorina is really bad shows there was a favoritism in terms of that artifact set, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, there's not much more else to say about Nevi, not much more else to show. He is just that insane. I mean, we can actually show off a little bit more. Now, some of you may consider this a little too graphic, and I understand your concerns. But I need you to understand that, you don't have to, have morals or anything of the sort. You could just, be a bad person for, 5 minutes, right? You can. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to come in here. We're going to, sure, let's grab the crit rate, crit damage. Sure, it's going to be so good for him. As we can see, all these little baby doodad things. And, they're all, I think I might have wasted time with Fiorina. Let me go ahead and do that again. Yeah, if you're sensitive about this, like I said, it's not that hard to throw away your morals for 10 seconds. Is it less than 10 seconds? Yeah, it is. It's 7 seconds. All right, well, come on. Now it's more than, all right, well, it's 10 seconds. All right, I was correct. All right, I foresaw the future. All right, guys, don't worry. But yeah, just yeah. That's what happens. Nevi, he goes through. If you're in a big ol' AoE situation, he'll take care of it. Obviously, we don't have those big ol' AoE situations in the current Abyss because they've been very heavy single target Natlan characters, I'm going to be honest. So it hasn't really been the greatest for us who, love the AoE god and honestly, just the god of the game. I'm going to be honest. I do wonder if Pyro Archon's going to have massive AoE, because if she doesn't and she's a DPS, could end up being interesting to see if Nevi still is the best. Because, this guy, you put him in the situation, and the situation disappears in, 10 seconds. The entire situation. Whereas, you take someone like Kanich, and then it's oh, we got, we'll shave off this corner of the situation one by one, and it'll eventually go away. But Nevi, this guy, he tackles it all at once, and he tackles the situation as hard as that one football player tackled that Make-A-Wish kid. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.